Hello friends and neighbors, fellow goob tubers. What I'm going to attempt today, nothing up my sleeve, is to pack these wheel bearings in a certain way. I have a wheel bearing packer that you put it together and you mash it and stuff, but unfortunately it has absconded. So I'm going to take this loose. Now, line mechanics that's making money will just put a socket on here and just spin it out and not even take this little cotter key out, and then later worry about it later, because they can just take it apart and pack wheel bearings in just a very few minutes. They're doing it by the piece, and we're not. So, how y'all been doing? We've been doing good. Just leave it a little bit on there like that. Whack it. Now, I know y'all know how to do this lots better than me, but I've run out of stuff to show. Easy, Larry. You do it that way and you never ruin the seal. Of course, put new seals in it anyway, but it's alright. You look for clouds and chips and lines and anything that don't look like a bearing right there. And I've washed 1,000,000 of these things in parts cleaner and blow dry them with an air gun and listen to them go. And nowadays, in my old age, I try not to introduce anything into the bearing or the inside race or outside race or anything that's not grease. If it's good, I don't want any solvents or cleaners or moisture-driven air from the air gun in my bearings. I'm kind to my bearings. This one's a good one, by golly, and a little one that takes the outside one, which doesn't make sense. They make it the smallest one, and yet it does the hardest job. Most of your weight is on the outside, especially turning and doing all sorts of goober ideas like I do. And these are outstanding in their field. The cage is good and tight. You can, if there's any question, you can grasp your bearing like that really tight and then spin the middle, and if it feels smooth, you're good to go. But if it's got a little choppiness or roughness in it, then you got a pit on the inside. As far as I know, besides disassembling it, that's the only way to check the inside. So, since I don't have I've got it wrapped up to keep the junk off of it, but anyway, we'll take some of this Super Goober Lubers tuber. Cherry! So we're going to pack it like this. We're going to force it in the big hole here and let it come out the little hole. And what that'll do is it will force out whatever dirt's still left in there. It'll force it out the top, and you can get rid of it. So you're just doing this, and it's forcing that old black stuff out. Do this all around. La 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 la. Do 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 do. It don't take long, by golly. Now, I got to clean the dirt off the top. It forced it out. And I like to clean all the goober stuff out that's in here. That's in the old hub. There you go. That's good. And put this stuff here in. but I will from the front side. Right now I'm trying to get this done before y'all leave me. Where'd that little thing go? There it is. Now, well, hurry this one along. Nah. Work better when my hands work better. One cool thing about this hand here getting hurt, if there is a cool thing, which I'm always looking for the best part, is my hands don't recognize each other. If my mind is not, if I'm not looking at them, they don't think it's my hand, either one of them. That's full. You can get them so full that they won't hardly turn. And what I'm trying to say is, I was working in a door panel here a while back, and putting some clips on the back side of a window regulator. So I was in there doing this, and I was cooning. If you ever seen a coon do stuff, they do this and they look off, you know. So I was cooning. I was doing this and I was looking off, and I was just really deep into my fingers, and my hands touched each other, and I went, yeah! Because I didn't know what was in there, and my hands didn't feel like my hands, or one of them didn't. And I just like to cut my arms off trying to get my hands out of there, because who knows what's in an old door panel. Could have been a snake or a booger or something to get me. And after I done that, I started feeling around, and I said, that's pretty neat. So now if I do like that, I can kind of figure it out better. But that's one of the good bad things that you can get into. And speaking of hands and stuff getting hurt, I hope y'all do some praying for one of our great YouTube veterans, Darren, VW Darren. He's going for surgery, or has been surgery. I haven't figured out how to get a hold of him. But if you got any prayers, well wishes, voodoo, hoodoo, howdo for him. He's a wonderful guy, big-hearted, very wonderful family, and just the sweetest wife you've ever seen, besides, you know, yours and mine, and she's right up there with him. So if you can, if you can throw anything their way, they need it pretty bad. This surgery, I don't know much about this surgery, but any surgery sucks. As you can see, the seal is in wonderful condition. It looks like somebody beat it in there with a claw hammer. So we're going to beat it in there with a pair of pliers. There. Put some of this inside. Get in there, Larry. There. Cram it back on. And then use this to put the jelly back in there. Wonder if that is jelly. No, it's grease. Okay. I had a washer. When I came into this house, I had a washer. There's a slot yard. There's a slot yard. There's a slot on the washer. And you put this back on there. Castle nut. Get on there. Okay. Cinch it down kind of tight. Flare it. grease out of it. Tighten it some more. I usually just do this twice, but okay, it was really tight. You back her off just a little bit to the first notch of where the cotter key is. Cotter key! Where's cotter key? Oh, hi, Sir Jean. I don't know, cotter pins. Cotter, Pete's the cotter, it's cotter pin. Sweetly! Now we're back. I'll put this in the hole. Put that in the hole. And Viola! Yay! And we're ready. So, let's do a little tour of what we've been doing today, boys and girlians. It's stuck. You guys are stuck in this thing. Yeah, okay, got you out. Jiminy Christmas. I sandblasted on this a little bit. Cut that big old bolt off that was there and got it drying with some metal locks, which is industrial JB Weld. And I have installed some super duper floor pans in it. They're all sealed up and welded, both sides. And I had a problem with my junky welder. I don't have a bottle for my good welder, so I had to, this thing blow it up, so I had to wire it direct. But it worked enough to sew this up. Proof that it's always something. And I got my plug wires made. So I'm almost like Home Motorsports, except he's probably got me by about 5,000 horsepower. And anyway, got to work on my little Valiant. Not a Valiant. Though my dad had the most ugliest puke green Valiant in the world. It was one of the really early ones with the cat-eye tail lights. And to make it even more uglier, it had one of them hang out the window air conditioners. So we were really styling. And then he traded that off for a 49 or 50 Lincoln Continental. He took the back seat out of it. It was a 4-door. And my Shetland pony would ride in the back of it and stick its head out the window. Not that we needed to drive it around any. The horse was fine where he was at. But Dad just liked to drive it around with a horse hanging out the window of his Lincoln. Later that year, that same horse, I built up a real beautiful snowman. And the horse ate it. Anyway, what say there, Shirley Burley? Okay. Alright, this will be I don't know how long it is. I have nothing to do with dates or time. I know it's Wednesday, maybe the 8th or something. Quit. Oh, So anyway, I love y'all, and y'all have fun, and don't forget about Mr. Darren. He needs your help, and the good Lord just needs to be pointed in that direction. He'll take care of the rest. All right, love y'all. Bye-bye.